Good evening, or morning, or afternoon, whenever you happen to be viewing this. This is Kathy Ryan, and I have decided to share with you Thinglink for my final presentation. I've looked at a couple other people's presentations, and I'm suddenly unsure that I'm doing the right thing, but in the course of this, in this course, I found Thinglink kind of by accident, and I actually really like it as an educational resource, and it is a 21st century tool, so I thought that this would be what I shared with you. So this is my PowerPoint presentation, which will also be attached to our wiki on how to navigate through Thinglink. It's actually pretty simple, so I'll just go through it real quick with you. So Thinglink is a cloud-based software that allows you to tag images with related text, audio, or video. So in the picture that you're looking at, there is this play button. It looks like a Facebook button, another play button, an image button. These are all icons that you can choose. Also in this tutorial, because it's a tutorial that I made for my French students when they were creating their very own Thinglinks, it walks through step-by-step instructions. So hopefully, if you do decide to use Thinglink, you could just modify the PowerPoint a little bit and use that with your own students, or if you're creating your own Thinglink, then this is easy enough that you can follow it. They didn't have any trouble. In fact, most of them said, you know, wow, this is really simple. I really like this. So it's pretty exciting. So I walk them through an advanced Google image search. I'm just going to speed through this because we did this as part of our coursework. I did load my PowerPoint into Google Docs, and for some reason, the version of PowerPoint that I use on my Mac isn't terribly friendly with Google Docs, so it doesn't always look very nice. It did not start out looking quite like that. Sorry about that. So here we're just walking them through the advanced Google image search. It's all pretty specific. Where to find the URL for their image, because you're going to use the URL to put it into Thinglink. So here, first you have to join Thinglink. It's a free sign up. One more. They ask you to build a stream. If you've ever used Pinterest, it's kind of like that. You have to choose at least one, and then they let you in. It doesn't have to be anything you're seriously interested in. Then we go to create, and you start with an image. So you import one from the web, or you could upload one from your computer. You could also import one from Facebook, it says here, or you could import public images from there. So you go to a screen, and what you're going to do is you're going to add these little tags. So this box right here, you can see with all the arrows around it, it's going to show up. And so this is how you're going to insert a tag. And the tag comes up like this. And you can drag them around on top of your picture and put them wherever you like. So you can add text right here in this box, shown by the big yellow arrow. You can type in there. If you do have accents in the language, I know some people are using English, but others are using Spanish. So for those of you using Spanish, or then we have Chinese or Japanese? I forget which one now. I'm sorry that I forgot. But if you do need to have different characters, or you need to have accent marks, then what I did anyway is I had my students type in Word to add the accents, and then just cut and paste into Thinglink, because unless you're working off of a Mac, then inserting accents is really just a bear of a thing to try to do. So you can also link it to pretty much anything. If it's got a URL, then you can link it in Thinglink. You can also search in Thinglink, and I think that's super cool right here. You can search inside of Thinglink. It is a very sort of limited range of what you're going to get back. You're not going to get the full scale of the internet, but you do. You get some Vimeo, video here. There's plenty of YouTube video that comes up. Also, Amazon books. That could be useful in some circumstances, but I don't know. I didn't think it was particularly helpful. How to delete, the red delete button in case you make a tag you don't want. You can also choose your icon, unless you upgrade to the full version or you have a more advanced, access, then you can't toggle the icons at all. So you have to just kind of work with what they give you, which is how I ended up with hearts. So once you add your text and your video or your picture, what happens is when you scroll over the icon with your mouse, when you hover over with your mouse, then you're going to get this text box right here, and it's going to pop up with the video on top. And you can work with that directly from the box that comes when you hover over the icon. I thought that was pretty neat. And then all that's left to do after that is just to share it. You click on the share button. It takes you copy your link to Thinglink. You can put it into anything that you can put a link into. It also gives you the embed code, which I think is really cool. So I can take all of the work that my students have done and I can put that right into our Google site. And so they can see everybody else's work without me having to give them a ton of links. Then they can just play with the Thinglinks inside of the site, and that's super fantastic. The last thing that I put here was a weather map. They were supposed to, oops, I didn't mean to put that mark there. They were supposed to tag locations on the map with different weather expressions. We were working on some more advanced weather expressions in French 3. So this was actually an assessment for the lesson. I had them come in. They had to use the vocabulary. I gave them a vocabulary list that I wanted them to use. I've also attached that to the presentation, but I think I'm the only French teacher, so I don't know really how helpful that is. But I did narrow down the vocabulary that they were supposed to use for them. They had to use that vocabulary, and then they had to put it into links. I told them they had to have 6 to 12 links, as many as it took to use all of the vocabulary well, and that it needed to have some sort of media attached to it. And I did give them the stipulation that any media that they found that was video, it had to be entirely in French. In the Thinglink that I made as an example, I have a couple songs attached, which uses some of the vocabulary. Most of them stuck to images just for time's sake, but they were able to complete the entire thing in about an hour and a half. Some of them went home and they finished it up for homework, but a good majority of my students finished up in about an hour and a half. So there you have it. There's Thinglink. So I'm thinking next I might do something. We have to do household chores, and I'm going to try to tie that into the environment. And so I think I'm going to have them do a house and maybe tag that. I'm not 100% sure on that idea, but I know there are plenty of other little ideas that I've gotten jotted down that I would like to delve into with some of my other levels. So I hope you enjoy Thinglink as much as I do, and it's been a pleasure seeing everyone's work, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your year. Thank you very much.